Hey, my name is Vincent Turner. I'm a singer-songwriter from England, and here I want to take you on my songwriting journey. So once a month I kind of want to fill you in with what's been going on, and hopefully what we're going to see is a gradual ascent into me becoming a legit music artist. But we might not. There's no gatekeeping here. I've got no industry connections. I'm doing this all on my own. I'm just hoping that by writing great music, having a good social media presence and playing gigs, I can build those networks, establish those connections and work my way up. So January 2026 I put out Spirit of London. Now briefly, it is a request song. Someone requested a song about the 7/7 bombings, and it's been part of this whole bizarre era where I've actually taken some people's requests on board and written those songs. That was a lot of fun. My social media was starting to kind of grow at this point, but I think that helped kind of give it another little push. And I've enjoyed the process so much, I've actually recorded some of these songs as fully fledged singles. Spirit of London was the first. You guys on TikTok and Instagram will have seen, I've now announced Birmingham Bin Strike. That will come out on the 6th, so a couple of days after this video drops. I've actually got a very ambitious plan this year, which is to release one song every month. Some of those will be the request songs, and then around May or so I want to get back into doing my own music, okay, my own personal stuff.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
I have so many song ideas lying around and I really want to get some of these out there. But the request songs have had an influence. I think my lyric writing now is getting so much more specific, and you can really hear like those real experiences that are influencing the songs. But at the same time, hopefully there's enough of a relatability to the lyrics that you're not just thinking of me when you listen to them. I'm hoping people can kind of, you know, like I do when I listen to music, I relate my own experiences to them. Spirit of London, I think, has done respectably. It's in about 4 or so weeks since it's come out, it's on about 500 streams on Spotify. The others have been pretty negligible, to be honest with you. I was hoping for 1,000. But it did get 100 in the first day, which I'm very happy about. I know there's a core of you guys out there that are paying attention and are listening and are into this stuff, and I really appreciate that. That's so great. Further evidence by my gig at the Merriscardy Cat Town, which we'll go into in just a sec. It's funny though, because literally a week after I put out Spirit of London, another Hastings band put out a song and they did get 1,000 streams in the first week, and I'm happy for them, but I'm also a little jealous, I won't lie. Like I said, I've got a few of these request songs coming out, literally Jan, Feb, March, April. It's the question now of whether there'll be a snowball effect or whether it's going to be diminishing returns, and it'll be really interesting to see what Birmingham Bin Strike does in relation to Spirit of London. On a more positive note, you guys seem to really enjoy Spirit of London, and I love that. I did play it in London the Monday after the song dropped, and that was a funny gig. The Merriscardy Cat Town, a Monday night. I was the last one on, so a lot of people had left by the time I was on. I was quite nervous about the gig. I really enjoyed the other performers. Didn't know what to expect from the crowd, but by the time I finished my first song I realised you guys were here for me. It was such a fun gig. The energy in the room was electric. It was so good. And I have you guys to thank. The people that came down on that gig, thank you for making it so much fun. It was brilliant. I am really looking forward to being back in London on the 26th of February. I'm going to be playing Theatreship over at near Canary Wharf. This one's a ticketed event, so that's up to you if you wanna pay your money and come down. I'm very confident that I'm going to bring a good set and that I'm going to perform for you guys. I really have been practicing the set, making sure everything's on point. It's been billed as this kind of the inner circle, and I think each artist has kind of had very like artist-specific branding, but there's going to be at least, like 4 of us there. So there's a number of performers, right? There's a few things to enjoy, and I've got my limited group of tickets to sell. I don't know quite what the vibe is, because it's like this theatre venue, right? It's a ship that's been converted into like 100-cap theatre venue, and it's definitely being billed as a theatre type show, you know, people staying for the whole thing. But on the other hand, it's being dubbed as the inner circle, and it's supposed to have this kind of intimate vibe to it. I'm really curious how those two worlds are going to come together when I perform. I guess I'll find out on the night. But I will move on actually now to Tough Love Records. That was something I did the Saturday after the Mayor. That was also a lot of fun. What really attracted me to doing that, a friend of mine started this thing called The Circuit, and he'd got Tough Love as like a venue where we could play at. And you know, when bands put out a new record or whatever, they do in-store shows, and I wanted my own taste of that. Like last year I saw James Morrison at Resident Music in Brighton, and I got to meet him briefly. He signed the CD for me. It was so cool. He did a short set, which was beautiful. I've seen him in concert as well, but I really enjoyed seeing him in that really intimate setting. I love being able to do my own version of that on a much smaller scale. And both with the Mayor of Scaredy Cat Town and with Tough Love Records, it's great going out and meeting you guys in person as well. That's kind of the privilege of being on this level. Again, I'm curious with the Theatreship show what the dynamic's going to be like, because it feels like a genuine step up. But at the same time, maybe I'm going to lose some of that intimacy. And I hope not, you know. I also got to do an interview. Now, it's on the YouTube channel. Some of you guys that are fans might have already seen it. It was great sitting down with Josh from The Circuit, talking about the look, talking about my songwriting process and the request songs in a little bit more detail. And yeah, just kind of how my mind works, I guess, in regards to writing songs. So you guys can check that out if you haven't seen it already and if you're interested. I mentioned my ambitious plans regarding releases. I'm about halfway there. I've got the request songs, there's a couple of singles, and then I actually have a 5-track EP that I want to put out in the back half of the year. It's based on some experiences I had last year. There is a kind of running narrative throughout all of the songs. I have a lot of faith in it. I think it's really good. And I'm really, as much as I've enjoyed the request songs era, I'm really looking forward to getting back to releasing more personal stuff. And I think this could be really good. Without getting into my day job and stuff, I've had the privilege of free time this month. So I'm trying to get the last couple of songs recorded. Then my plan is to get back together with Henry, who I've recorded Spirit of London, Birmingham Bin Strike, etc. with. We're super efficient together. Hopefully we can use the stems of the stuff I've recorded and he can do his production magic on that. Alongside Theatreship, I've got a local gig in February that I'm looking forward to. No Birmingham gig, I'm afraid. At the moment I am mostly focused on London and the South East. I'm not quite in a position yet to get all the way around the country, but please bear with me, it's something I want to do. I definitely want to gig more places when I can. I'm going to finish with just a really quick social media rundown. One thing I was very happy that I just managed to achieve on New Year's Day was getting to 1,500 Instagram followers. Thank you. Hopefully by the time this video comes out I'll be on 1,700, so 200 in a month I think is not too shabby. TikTok is around 835 I believe. YouTube, I don't know if it's worth posting my shorts onto YouTube. I started doing that again this month, but I noticed it is the long form video. But I've only gained like less than 10 subscribers this month, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully more consistent videos directly related to the music itself. And you know, if you guys do come on board, I appreciate you. These videos will finesse more as I go through the year, but I am going to leave it there. And thank you for watching. Check out Birmingham Bin Strike when it comes out. Check out that interview that I did with The Circuit. And anything else you want to check out on the channel, you're more than welcome. Of course. Yeah. Thank you guys so much, and I very much look forward to seeing you in another video.